वो दिन कितने प्यारे थे, ये दिन भी कितने प्यारे हैं। तब बाबा साथ हमारे थे, तब बाबा साथ हमारे थे। बाबा अब भी साथ हमारे हैं।
इच्छा पूर्ण करने के कारण भावना का फल देने के कारण किसी भी इष्ट को आत्मा को निमित्त बना भी दे, लेकिन इसलिए वर्तमान समय की परमात्मा मर्सीफुल बाप बच्चों को भी कहते हैं कि बाप के सहयोगी साथी बुझाए आप बच्चे हो। जिस चीज की आवश्यकता है उसको देने से वो प्रसन्न हो जाते। तो मास्टर मर्सीफुल बने हो। आपकी भाई और बहनें चाहे सगे है, लेकिन है तो परिवार के, अपने परिवार के अनजान परेशान आत्माओं के ऊपर रहम दिल बनो, दिल से रहमाने। बाप दादा देख रहे थे कि विश्व के अनजान आत्माओं के लिए भी रहम चाहिए, और साथ साथ परिवार के पुरुषार्थ के तीव्र गति के लिए स्व उन्नति के लिए भी रहम दिल की आवश्यकता है। बच्चे, मैं आपके सदा साथ हूँ।
ओम शांति। Merciful Bestower, embodiments of the reward of your efforts. Bab Dada now wants that for a short time you become embodiments of the reward of your effort. A very easy method for this is to become a master bestower. You have taken from the Father and you can continue to take from Him, but do not have any expectations of receiving anything from souls. If this one does this, then it would be like this. If this one changes, then I will change. This is a feeling of taking. Let it not be like that, but instead, you have to demonstrate it by doing it practically. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vikti Parivar. Today's day 10. Merciful and bestower. Embodiments of the reward of your efforts. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti, everyone. Yeah, Baba really wants us to be image of a deity, right? It's the fruition, golden age stage, because it's at confluence age. We have to have that stage. It's not that in golden age we will have enough time or we will be given time to become bestowers, no? Or become the image of fruition. When we are transferred from iron age, we are at confluence age, moving towards golden age. So one of the most important quality will be not only image of fruition, but bestower. In golden age, we won't need to be merciful. Baba is saying you have to be merciful, not only those who recognize Baba or those who have faith in God, anyone, everyone. You should be able to give, be bestower, be merciful for everyone in the world, right? It's something very simple words, but when you think about being merciful on everyone, and when you are merciful, you will be bestower. And then Baba says, whatever they need, you should be able to give. And it's only actually Baba knows what souls need. So when I'm looking at someone, I remember Baba. And then I say, Baba, this soul is Baba's child. Then whatever his soul's need, you will know, you will come to know. Is it through our loveful smile? Is it sweet words? Or feelings of belonging? Whatever that soul needs, we will come to know and we will be able to give. Sometimes it happens that you plan something or you prepare that this is what I'm going to do, this is what I will give. But then, if you just, even if you have thought, but just be in Baba's remembrance and look at everyone as a soul, and you will see how you get appropriate, exact thoughts of the needs of the souls. I know that even physically, you know, I gave something to someone. Oh, this is what I really needed. They will immediately acknowledge that they got what they needed. But if you just uh, only connect with soul, then I am not sure if you will know exactly what the need of soul is. But if you are with Baba, Baba knows. So whatever fruition we are getting is from Baba. Baba is saying no expectation from anyone. If I have done something, I expect I should receive. Really, I feel that as much we are with the bestower, or intellect with the bestower, I also receive what I need, right? If I am in remembrance, I feel that I really need courage today, or enthusiasm. Whatever you need, it is through Baba's remembrance that you receive. Right thought at the right time, whatever, but Baba is the one who gives. So that is why yoga of intellect with one who is bestower is very, very important. I think most of you have that experience that even my needs are fulfilled by Baba. But be merciful, and also Baba said bestower. So how I know what the other souls need? Someone says, I really want to experience happiness. Hmm. It's not just looking at that soul, but thinking of Baba, then look at the soul, and then you give. I think we really have to experiment with that. Mostly we do, but sometimes I remember that I used to do it a lot. And then we start focusing, oh, I have to be merciful. Yes, I have to be, but who will bestow? Even Baba is saying, be a bestower. That means I will become instrument, but Baba will give. It always happens, it's through someone, right? So if I have to be bestower, but then again internally, always remember that Baba is the one who will give. And never, never have desire to take the reward from anyone. Because again, Baba will give you the reward, right? So interesting at confluence age. Our relationships are amongst the souls, but our giving and taking is with Baba. Think in a very subtle way that Baba is the one who will give me. Baba is the one who fulfill everyone's needs. And Baba is the one who gives me the reward of whatever elevated charitable actions I do. This really needs lot of attention and practice, because we're not creating any karmic accounts with the souls. We are settling. All our account is with Baba. Just imagine, Baba has some kind of uh, excellent mechanism or what. Oh, he does all that. If we try to understand through intellect, I don't think, uh, at least I just say it's God. God knows how he does. Before we believe that he keeps saying he has some agents and they keep everyone's book of accounts, right? They write down everything and then calculate and then you get. But now we know that's not true. Within the universe, there is this power which worked for God, right? So it's very subtle. You know, it's also human nature to have expectations. Right? Yeah, I at the difficult time, I help this soul. And then if I'm in difficulty, I say, where is she now? Where is this soul? But what we should do, think of Baba. And when you think of Baba, then right person will appear to help you. So it's not that person, it's Baba. And you will feel and you will say, oh, Baba, you really did. It was so accurate, right? So I will definitely say that we should pay more attention to have connection in yoga of intellect with Baba, so that Baba bestows me, guides me, fulfill all my needs. Not only that, but also fulfill everyone's needs. But remember, we have to be merciful and bestower. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, Sister Mohini.
Om Shanti, Gayatri Bhai.
Today, I come to you with a question. But before I ask the question, I want to share someone's experience. She was sharing with me today about mercy. But she was connecting mercy and crying. You know, there was a Murli very recently, and Baba says, do not cry. You must never have tears. So the experience she was sharing with me was that she had 2 new students. And one of the new students called her up and started crying and crying and crying. And she was very depressed. She was very heavy. She had lots of relational problems with her daughter, trying to please the daughter, and all sorts of things. So she couldn't give this one who was crying any knowledge. All she could do was to listen to her. And then as she was listening to her, she was remembering Baba. And then the person said to her, you have to do something for me. And then she went, this person, the BK, at Amrit Vela, then did extra meditation. The next day, the person called back and said, you know what? Whatever you're doing works. So things have changed. It has helped me. But then a month, or not even a month, a couple of weeks later, she called again, crying, crying, crying. So the person was saying, well, how can I help this person? In other words, how can the mercy work? Whereas there was a second one, she also called, and she was crying, and she was also very upset about things. But then the BK told her, okay, I want you to do just one thing, because she was open to a little bit of Gyan. I want you to just, for the next few days, all I want you to do is whenever you're feeling sad and you want to cry, just say, I am a peaceful soul. I am a peaceful soul. So then this one called her back and said, well, that worked. Actually, I don't feel like crying anymore. Even if I want to cry, the cry isn't coming. So my question to you, Sister Mohini, what is the connection to mercy and crying? Because there's a lot of crying happening, whether people are crying with physical tears, whether people are crying, their hearts are breaking with grief, whether people's minds are crying. So what's the connection between crying and mercy?
You mean crying of other person and our mercy, right?
Yeah, how can your mercy work to help people who are crying physically, who are crying mentally, who are crying emotionally? And at the same time, you hear Baba says in the Murli, do not cry. I don't want you to cry. I don't want you to have tears.
Well, Lokik people, I think that it's a kind of outlet, or like they just cry. They cry a lot. And of course, Baba's children should never cry, but Lokik people will. I think that I also always feel that good wishes, blessings are okay, but give some, like, this soul, one point was given, think that I am a peaceful soul. Something should be given, whether it is about soul or about Baba or, one word or few words. Okay, say Om Shanti, that will help you. So recently someone also came to me with a big problem, and I said, I can't just say, okay, I said, yes, I will give good wishes, but you also have to do this. Is you think of Baba as liberator, think of Baba as bestower, at least two qualities. And I am sure that Baba will liberate you from whatever sorrow or problem you have. And it has helped a lot of souls. So I also sometimes feel that merciful and bestower, right, go together. So what am I bestowing? Of course, Mansa Seva, but also through words or our drishti, but gives few words where that soul has to practice. Because if it comes to settling karmic accounts, soul has to make some effort, right? So I think we should be ready, as Baba is saying in a big signal, to know what is the need of the soul. So then take that point of the knowledge, not give knowledge, right? But just take a point and say, practice this, Like gurus will give mantra, people will tell different techniques, but we give a point, and every point of knowledge brings power, right? Also connects with Baba. So that's how I see it.
And that's very interesting. But is there a connection system? If I'm giving a soul, a person who is crying, and I know that crying is in a way a block to the soul receiving. And so if this soul is crying and I'm giving them a point, knowing that it will be difficult for them to hold that point and to practice that point of knowledge, is there something I should be doing for that soul to help that soul practice the point?
To practice as point is one thing, but definitely take the soul through your thoughts to Baba. And when you do that, then that soul will be connected. It will help her, definitely. So it's not I can give practice, but that also is practice given by Baba. But take the soul to Baba, in the sense of through your thoughts. And when you're taking it will help, she will feel connected. And then I think she will get power to practice or experience or find the relief from that, you know. Yeah, we have to do that more and more these days, right? Because there is so much sorrow and incidentally, accidentally, so many things are happening. Right?
We shouldn't get tired of such souls, because it's very easy to get tired of a soul who's constantly crying, and is not wanting to make the effort. So,
But you are hearing, not hearing, in the sense that you have to somewhere be more detached observer and not take those tears, in the sense of just keep listening. And I remember that one soul had some difficulty, and she called someone and that said, "Oh, think of Baba." And that she didn't like it. So then she called me. And then I had to listen to her properly. And when I'm listening, I'm very detached, because I know that she's giving away her sorrow, in the sense of taking out her sorrow through tears. So why should I take it, right? In the sense of, if you are a detached observer, and then when she has stopped it, then you know, first comfort of her is that I'm listening, listening, even if it's crying, all that. And then change happens, you know, after that. You just say few words that Baba loves you. If she's a BK, Baba is listening to you. I always say, Baba is listening to you. Baba is listening to you. So connecting the soul with Baba by saying this also helps. So there are many different methods, but we shouldn't take anyone's crying, right? Because that way, when you think of certain situations in the world, you could just cry, because so bad, so much violence, corruption, frauds, and it's really bad, you know. So that's why Baba keep telling us, have mercy and be bestower.
and one final, I want to ask you, in terms of your churnings, what's the difference between patience and tolerance?
Yeah, there is a lot of difference, because patience is that ultimately whatever good, the result will be good, right? So don't get very quickly, oh, I'm not seeing the result, this is not working. You know, it's like we get impatient. It's like you have sown the seed. You really need a lot of patience, right? Until you see it sprout. And then tolerance is that people, out of their own understanding, um, their behavior or sometimes their words are, it's really more like their thinking, right? And I I don't have to necessarily take it. I don't have to necessarily, you know, in the sense of that this is towards me. What I notice that even if people are upset with you, on you, but they're not upset with me. There's something else which is they are upset about. But so if I have to hear it, I won't mind it. It's like tolerance very naturally, because maybe I'm helping that soul to do or say what that soul has to. And it's not tolerance, you know. And if you really do, you don't need to be tired. We just put that soul in front of Baba, you know.
And as Baba was saying in the clip, we should have these merciful hearts. And I think it's with these people and ourselves, when we sometimes cry and Baba doesn't want us to cry, how to have that mercy in our hearts for others. So thank you, Sister Mohini.
Thank you.
Embodiments of the reward of your efforts. Bap Dada now wants that for a short time, you become embodiments of the reward of your effort. A very easy method for this is to become a master bestower. You have taken from the Father, and you can continue to take from him, but do not have any expectations of receiving anything from souls. If this one does this, then it would be like this. If this one changes, then I will change. This is a feeling of taking. Let it not be like that, but instead you have to demonstrate it by doing it practically. Now be merciful and reveal your form of being a bestower.
Om Shanti Avyakti Parivar. So before we do meditation, I would like to announce that 12th of October is Bapdada's date, and as I was mentioning that we have received the program from Madhuban, this double foreigners program. So we'll show you on the screen. So if you see on your left side is the double foreigners Madhuban online program, which they had given us. But as you all know that Indian time is different, right? So after that, if you convert those timings, some of the timings are in the night. So we took them out, but the ones which we can see during the day is you see on your right side. So double foreigners online program time according to our time, New York time, Eastern time. So 10th today it was gone. So from 12th is Babdada, so that we will have online anyway. But then on 13th of October there will be a revision of Vivek Murli by Jayanti Didi, and that according to India's time, our time will be 8:30 a.m. in the morning. So it's perfect time. So after morning Murli class, we'll start Avyakti Parivar and we will connect with Madhuban. So if you would like to join Avyakti Parivar at that time, you can, and we'll try to get as many translators for different languages. And then on 14th of October, again, it's 8:30 a.m. There is interview, seniors in interview, and that's Sudesh Didi. So that's another one. And then on 15th of October, there's experimenting with Mansa Seva and Sakash in 3 steps. So that will be by Sister Meera. So these are the 3 programs, 3 session we will be able to accommodate according to the time. And we'll try to get the translators as many possible, and we'll do it in Avyakti Parivar. And so we actually sent out the program which was received from Madhuban in Avyakti Parivar as well. And now we will send out this one, which we will be doing together with Madhuban in Avyakti Parivar, these 3 session timings and the program and the session with, so that you will receive today in email. So we can follow our Madhuban program. Thank you. And now let's do the meditation.
Merciful and Bestower, embodiments of the reward of your efforts. Bap Dada now wants that for a short time you become embodiments of the reward of your effort. A very easy method for this is to become a master bestower. You have taken from the Father, and you can continue to take from Him, but do not have any expectations of receiving anything from souls. If this one does this, then it would be like this. If this one changes, then I will change. This is a feeling of taking. Let it not be like that, but instead, you have to demonstrate it by doing it practically.
रहम दिल, दातापन, पुरुषार्थ के प्रारब्ध स्वरूप। बाप दादा चाहते हैं कि अब थोड़े समय के लिए पुरुषार्थ के प्रारब्ध स्वरूप बन जाओ। इसकी बहुत सहज विधि है। मास्टर दाता बनो। बाप से लिया है और लेते भी रहो, लेकिन आत्माओं से लेने की भावना नहीं रखो। यह कर ले तो ऐसा हो, यह बदले तो मैं बदलूं। यह लेने की भावना है। ऐसा हो तो ऐसा हो, यह लेने की भावनाएं हैं। ऐसा हो नहीं, ऐसा करके दिखाना है। ओम शांति। Om Shanti. So as we had started since yesterday, going to Madhuban and Bap Dada meeting with double foreigners. So welcome to our Vyakti journey, Bap Dada meeting the double foreigners children. Imperishable love of the heart brings each child close. Let's watch.
शिक्षाएं और प्यार साथी बन साथ निभाते हैं। मधुबन के वो दिन रात, मधुबन के वो दिन रात, बाबा तेरी याद दिलाते।
अच्छा भी डबल फॉरेनर्स उठो, डबल फॉरेनर्स
निभाते हैं।
डबल फॉरेनर्स फॉरेन से अच्छा है। देखो कितना बाप से प्यार है, कितने समुद्र पार करके आते। बाप दादा को डबल विदेशों पर नाज है कि बाप का फिर संदेश देवे। लेकिन आप लोगों ने देखो चैरिटी बिगिंस एट होम करके दिखाया। तो बहुत अच्छा संदेश वाहक बने हो। एक एक बच्चे की विशेषता देख देख बाप दादा बहुत खुश होते। तो डबल विदेशी अनुभव से कहते हैं हम ब्रह्मा के बच्चे हैं विदेशी, लेकिन अनुभव से कहते हैं सिर्फ दिमाग से नहीं दिल से कहती है हम ब्रह्मा कुमार हैं, हम ब्रह्मा कुमारी हैं। दिल से कहते हो ना, अनुभव से, कहने से नहीं कहते, सुनने से नहीं कहते, अनुभव से कहते। रूहानी नशा है ना, ब्रह्मा कुमार ब्रह्मा कुमारी बनने का है नशा। नशा है, हाथ दिलाओ, नशा है। जितना नशा है उतना जोर से हाथ दिलाओ। ये तो बाप दादा भी वेरीफाई करते हैं कि ब्रह्मा कुमार और ब्रह्मा कुमारी का नशा है।
डायमंड जुबली शुरू होती आज बाबा के।
You are the businessman with a contract of lovers in return for our love. Give 1,000,000 times over. You are the lighthouse and we are returning to the light.
तेरी एक बूंद के प्यास से हम लोटा जो दिया तूने, लोटा जो दिया तूने, चले जाएंगे जहाँ से हम, चले जाएंगे जहाँ से।
सोए पड़े को वो गीत भी गाते हैं, जाग जाग नींद लगा तो अभी वासनों के शोर नहीं आती। अरे अभी जागो तो तुमको जगाया है।
साकार है, मुस्कुराता आपके सपनों का संसार है। दीप बन आशाओं के जल रहे हैं हम बाबा, दीप बन।
Om Shanti. Wonderful, wonderful meetings, right? So we all are there in our subtle form. Thank you. It was wonderful. So tomorrow is Tuesday. Our schedule will remain same, and including our Avekt Murli revision, Sunday Avekt Murli revision from 5 to 6. So the double furnace program is from Wednesday. Tomorrow is nothing. 13th. Yeah.
Om Shanti. Good night, everyone. Om Shanti.